Policastro with us here today. Zach has always been a good shooter. Alright, how did you become a good shooter? Hard work and time. There's no shortcuts to this game, fellas. Watch the ball on Zach's fingertips. Watch him lift it straight up and snap it at the top. Right now, in his first 10 shots, he doesn't have his guy hand on the ball. Where's the position of his hand on the basketball? Underneath it. Okay? Watch him lift and snap. Now come up here, do what you just did right on that 3-point line. Give us the profile. Okay? Like that. Profile. Okay. Notice the ball roll off the top of his fingertips. What does every single one of his shots have? Backwards rotation. Exactly. Backwards rotation. Notice the trajectory of these shots. Are they right at the rim? They hit a top point. That's about halfway between the shooter and the basket, and they drop into the rim. Notice his follow through and the position of his wrist on his follow through. As he continues to move back, nothing's going to change about his release. He's just going to flex a little more at his knees and press a little harder off the ground to create more velocity to shoot from further away. A good shooters are balanced. Good shooters have their shooting hip and shooting shoulder square to the basket. Good shooters shoot with a full body motion and shoot from the ground. Good shooters' feet are ready underneath them on every catch. They get great lift and extension on all their makes. Any questions on shooting the ball, fellas, on the technique of form shooting? Okay? Or maybe why Zach's doing something he's doing right now. Watch his form, all right, as he moves to the top of the key. Anything change in the way he shot the ball from 1 foot away? Anything change? Hours and hours and hours and hours. We have a heck of a lot of early mornings, all right, with Zach and I to get this struggle. Like you said earlier today, I think Zach will agree with me, okay? One, that the thousands of hours he worked on his game, all right, was worth the game-winning shot he hit the corner against the Florida last night. All right, worth it. And I bet you if you asked him if he had another chance, all right, to work about another 1,000 hours to get one more game out on this floor, all right, I bet you he'd sign up for that in a second. Good shooters are born, okay, for me. And this camp is for, we run these camps. So for guys that want to become great, we're teaching the proper fundamentals. If you go out and shoot for an hour, guys, and you don't have good fundamentals in shooting, you don't have good shooting form, you're going to be frustrated, you're not going to get that much better, right? You're going to leave, you're going to do something better with it. All right? But if you love this game and you want to be good, okay, we're showing you the fundamentals on how to get good. All right? Make sure that you're relaxed and working on your shooting form. You think you're going to go from a young, inexperienced shooter to a shooter with great technique over the course of one workout? He said, no, over the course of 1 week at camp. No, okay, over the course of a month. Now you should see some results after a couple of weeks of work. Over the course of a summer, you put in time every day, you get 1,000 shots up every day, every other day. If you're shooting the right way, you should see significant progress over the course of your last day of school to the first day of school. When we take players in November, right, they are what they are. It's really hard to make changes to the fundamentals, all right, and to take great leaps, right, in individual skill development or in the season. Because it's worried about the team as a whole. You have to take advantage, right, of your time in the off-season to work on your individual game. All right? Don't underemphasize your strengths. This game is about knowing your strengths, getting on the floor, and getting in spots, right? So you can help your team by doing what you do best. Know your weaknesses. Okay? If you're not a great outside shooter, don't propose a bench and jack one. Right? If you're not a big guy inside, don't drive into the trees and blow one up. Know your strengths. All right, utilize your strengths when you get out on the floor. Focus during these shooting stations. Take game speed shots. When you're waiting in line, rest your breath, see some shots go to the basket. All right, step up to the drill, be confident in what you're doing.